Okay.
Okay.
Hello. Good evening, Piano. Thank you so much for joining today's lesson. Can you hear my voice clearly anyway? Can you hear my
Yes, I
voice
can
clearly,
hear voice
Piano?
clearly. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for joining today's lesson. Yeah. So on today, Piano, we will continue our previous lessons that we've already conduct. So in the previous, we've learned about module 5 and lesson 3, which is we learned about the constraint player for yesterday lessons. And for today, we will start to go for main mode on today's yeah. We go for the main mode yeah, for that's the name of the topic. So we will cover on today. And yeah, for anyway, for this module, we still go in the 3D games. We will have two more, I think two more modules, yeah, that we need to conduct. So I think I I asked to you, Keno, hopefully you can also conduct on next week and on this week, maybe on Saturday or maybe Sunday. Can you, Keno? So we can.
Yes, I can connect it and Saturday or Sunday. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay, so we will try to conduct on
Yes.
Saturday or maybe Sunday or maybe both. I think that will be good enough if you also able to conduct on the Saturday and also Sunday. So on today, we will discuss about the main mood, Keanu, for today's lessons. But before we go, just like usual, I want to ask about your routine, Keanu. Can you tell me a bit what you did on today's lessons, Keanu?
I've just finished my midterms, so now I'm free
Oh, you just finished your midterm and now you are free.
until yeah. Yes, I'm free until December 17th when I'm going to Japan.
Until December 17. Okay, good.
Yes.
So, okay, good. Yeah, I think the basis we can conduct it hopefully so you can enjoy your holiday after that. So hopefully, please maybe on this week we will try to conduct our class that you maybe haven't joined us. So hopefully we will be on time and you can enjoy your holiday on the December 17. Okay, Keanu?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay, maybe that's it. I will try to present my screen. So on today, we'll discuss about the main mode. So anyway, basically for these lessons, it's still related to the previous lesson. So we will try to go also for the conducting the class for the previous lessons. We will try to go to answer some questions on the on the Visual Studio just like usual. Okay, okay, maybe that's it. My introductions. Let's go. We start to the lessons. Yeah, I'll share my screen to you. We go for the main game mode. Screen. This one. Can you see my screen, Keanu?
Yes, I can see. Wait. Yes, I can see your screen. Okay.
Okay. Okay. How about now? Can you see my screen in the full window? Okay. Can you see it? Okay. So we
Yes.
discussed about the module 5 and lesson 4. It's about the main game mode for today's lessons. So we go first for discussions, which is about the game modes. So what game modes do you think there could be in the game? How will they differ? So uh, can you give me your opinion, Kenu? What's the game modes? Is it
Maybe there are game modes which change difficulties
yes difficulties? Yeah.
or like yes difficulties.
Okay. So maybe we can divide some difficulties like we have easy game. We have also maybe medium and also maybe the latest is hard and maybe the highest top of the game. And how would they differ? What do you think, Anu? What's the difference between easy, medium, and hard? What's
Hardest
the
is
difference?
the hardest and easy easiest.
Yeah. So I mean, what's part that make they differ between each other? Maybe on the hello, can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes, okay, wait, you're freezing, mister.
Okay, wait. I think I will change my internet connections. Wait, I think scan lagi.
Okay.
Okay. How about now? Can you hear my voice? Okay, good, yeah. So basically on here, yeah, that you've said that that's also correct, yeah. So we can divide the game modes by the difficulties, like we have
Okay.
easy, medium, and also hard. But for today, we will distinguish between the
I
two
cannot
game
hear your
modes.
voice, user.
Hello, hello. How about now? Can you hear my voice? Hello?
Oh yes, I can hear your voice now. Yes, yes.
Okay,
Now I can
you
hear
can,
your
yeah.
voice.
Okay. So we can split the two game modes. We have the spectator mode and also the main game mode, yeah, for today. So as you can see, the spectator mode, as you can see, so what is it? So what features of the player's movement can be seen? Okay, as you can see, yeah, we can see the balloon, yeah, the small balloon, I think, yeah, when we go for the spectator mode, yeah. So we see, like, as you can see, yeah, I kind of forget the name. So we have likely, if you play a game, maybe just like the GTA, Grand Theft Auto, or maybe something what, we can see that we have a different perspective for this one. Yeah, so we have the third person or maybe first person shooter and so on. And as you can see, it's a free movement in all directions, regardless of where the blocks in the environment are positioned. So basically, we able to move. This is the ball in all directions, regardless where the blocks in the environment are positioned. And for the game mode itself, so what features of the player's movement can be seen? Okay, so as you can see, so we can see, yeah, the balloon is moving and also able to, so you're taking the stairs, as you can see, yeah, it's not only floating, but it's also just like the human, when you go in the stairs, as you can see, yeah, it's going up in the stairs and so on.
Yes.
As you can see, so
The
we cannot
indent.
fly.
Okay.
Yes, if there's nothing to hold them up, the player falls down, and we can
Hold
only
on.
go upwards to height of the one block. We cannot walk through the blocks, and walls that are 2 blocks high must be walked around. So basically, it's just like human, yeah. So we cannot
Okay.
fly. And on the spectator mode, so as you can see, we have the free movement in all directions, regardless of where the blocks in the environment are positioned. And the main game mode itself, so we cannot fly. And then if there's nothing to hold them up and the player falls down, we can only go upwards to the height of the one block. And also we cannot walk through the blocks. So basically walls that are 2 blocks high must be walked around. And we will try to take a look at spectator mode since we don't need to take the positions of the blocks into account there. So what does the player know how to do and what else needs to be programmed? So what we need to program here. So basically, the spectator mode is almost ready. So we've already completed movement forwards, backwards, left, and also right. Regardless of the blocks, the player move rotations around their own axis. And we can also changing the camera view. But we will still need to program. So we need to program the player movement upwards. We need to also program for the player movement downwards and also changing the game
Downwards.
mode there. Yeah. So basically, just like
But
the human.
what is the wait, what is the difference? Mister, wait, what is the difference between forwards and backwards?
Okay. So basically,
And forwards,
for
backwards, and then upwards and downwards.
okay, basically for forward, it will okay. It's just like this. It will going to forward. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
It's forward, and then backward, the reverse of it, which is like this one. What is upward means? So it's just like, it's like we going up. It's likely when we going for the stairs. So basically upward is it's a forward, yeah. It's forward.
Oh, yeah.
It's forward. And upward is we going up.
Okay, okay, okay.
Understood?
So in stairs. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, just like the stairs. So we are going to upwards, and then when we go for down, so we go for the downwards, yeah, on the stairs, just like the stairs like we see in the previous slide.
Okay.
And then how do we go for the upward movement for this one? So how was backward movement program? So basically for this one, so we will go for the class hero anyway. On this class hero, we have the class hero itself, and we have also the init, the self. We are using the parameter pose and also the land for this one. And for calling the method, so we go for this one, self that accept the event. So basically it will say accepting the events. It will go for this function. So what we have on here, we have the S, yeah. So basically we will try to moving it by using the S key on the keyboard, S. And then it's also will accept the repeat the self back, yeah, which is it's the method for subscribing to the pressings of all required keys. So basically we will try to go backwards by using the S button. We also have the functions for back, which is this one, yeah, for handling the algorithm, yeah. We will have the event handler for this one.
Wait.
Okay, so now for our movement, yeah. So now the event handling structure doesn't change. fill the blanks in the program. So basically, it's likely kind of the same, yeah, anyway, yeah. So we just need to change this one, basically, the back, and also maybe the repeat, and this one, yeah. So we just need to change that to make it going upward. So if you can see, as you can see, yeah, we using this still the same, but we go for upward here. And then, as you can see, we still have the functions for event handling algorithm anyway for this one. And then the question now, what happens to the player's coordinates when we move upwards, and what will the algorithm for handling this event maybe consist of? Okay, so we'll go. So for event handling algorithm, yeah. So when we press the selected key, so the player's current z coordinate increased by 1. And the question now, what methods are used to get the current coordinate and also set a new one in the Panda 3D itself? So we will try to go for this one, Keanu. So we go for model.getZ, and then get this one. So it will get the current z coordinate of the model object. And also we get the model.set z0. So basically it will set the model object's coordinate to be 0, yeah. So it will change the model coordinates to be 0, just like this that you can see. And then, as you can see, we have also this one, yeah. So we have the function e, and also this one self up. We go for function up. We set the hero, we set the z, and we go for this one self hero get z for the get the z for the for the movement, and then closing by 1, yeah, for this for the up, because we are moving to the up. Because
So
when
1
we
is
go,
up.
sorry. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, so we have anyway we have 3 coordinates anyway. But maybe basically, maybe on the mathematics, we only, the well-known is y and x. But in the 3D games, we have also one more axis, which is this one. We can call it as z. Okay, it's for making 3D. Yeah? So when we only have x and y, that means it's 2D. But when we have three kind of this, so that means it's 3 dimensions, just like this, like I mentioned. So basically, the downward movement is handled in the same way, and only the z coordinate is reduced by 1, yeah, for this one.
1.
Yes.
So that is just self hero gets z minus 1.
Yes, just minus 1. Just replace this one by using the minus 1. When we go for downward.
Is e supposed to be the keybind for?
Sorry?
Oh, is e supposed to be the keybind or like something else?
Yeah, we also need to change the keybind also for the downward. Yeah, we need to differentiate this one. Okay, we go for E. That means for upwards. But maybe for backwards for this one, maybe we can use the key Q. Yeah, Q maybe. We will check after this on the code.
Okay.
Okay, and then spectator mode, yeah. So earlier we worked in spectator mode where the player can move freely, regardless of the positions of the blocks. But in the most games, the player should not be able to move through obstacles in hover in air. So the question now, how do you program a change of a game mode? So basically this one, yeah. So we will try to go for this one. So we go for this init anyway, yeah, just like usual. We set the self accept events for accepting the events. We go for this function. We have the except for Z key. Yes, it's for changing the mode, yeah. For changing mode, maybe we have the likely, yeah, maybe on here we have the spectator, yeah, spectator,
and then
main game, yeah, and then main game mode. Yes, player mode, yeah. We can say as player mode. And it will go for this change mode functions, which is on here, it will be algorithm for changing the game mode. Yeah. So we will change the game mode to be from the spectator to be player, and maybe reverse of that. And for the algorithm itself, it's the flow, yeah. So it will check does the self mode true? If yes, it will going for self mode false. But if it's not true, it will setting to be true. So we will try to reverse this one, yeah. You will check on the code, yeah, anyway. Okay, so spectator mode is programmed. So it's time to move on the main game mode. So we already learned about the spectator
game mode
and how to perform the main game mode now. So basically, the main game mode, it has the following features here. So we cannot move through the blocks. If a wall in the front of the player is 2 or maybe more blocks high, we cannot get past. And if there's a wall 1 block high in front of the player, we can climb onto it. So basically, if we only have 1 block, so we can climb it. But when we have more than one, as you can see, 2 or more block high, we cannot get past, so we cannot climb to it. Okay?
Okay.
And then if there's no block under the player, so the player will fall onto the nearest block below. So it's just like the gravity anyway, again, just like the human anyway. Because we are using the main game mode, we can say that it's just like the real life. And for this method also allows us to separate the type of movement for different game modes. Yeah. So as you can see, when we go for this, self move equal to true, and then it will go here. We will calling the
Just
just
move.
move, yeah, just move, and it will already done. But if it's not done, we will try to go for calling the self try move, yeah, or try to moving it. And then for this one, so we have the class hero just like usual, and we go for these functions. We have
And
the move
this is
to
the main game mode now.
yes, we set the move to, and we will go for the check, yeah, for the conditioning. If the self mode, so we go for just move the angle, but if not the self mode, so we go for try move the angle.
Try
And then
move angle.
yes, and what is the just move angle? So basically for this one, it's the algorithm for handling movement in spectator, yeah. So basically for spectator mode, we will try to using this one, the just move. And then we have also the try move, yeah,
Okay.
function. We also need to program this. It will
Try move
have the parameter
for
of angle. Okay, so basically it's algorithm
self
for
dot
handling.
mode equals any mode, right?
Sorry?
Self dot mode equals any mode, or
Yeah,
is it like tied to one mode?
uh, it will go basically it will go to mode that we choose at the first. So basically just the it's just the shortcut, yeah. So we will try to discuss about it on the full code, but basically we will what we discuss on here. So basically it will be the movement of our mode, yeah. We have the spectator and also we have the game mode. It's basically just based on our preferences. Maybe when we change this to be spectator, it will go for a just move. But when we click maybe another key for moving to the main game mode, it will change to the else. That means try move angle, and then it will go for this try move. It will running the
Oh,
algorithm
okay,
for
okay,
handling.
okay,
Okay?
okay, 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 okay.
Okay.
So this is a separate method compared to the other one. So we can just use
Yes.
this method.
Yes. That's true. And
Okay,
then for
okay.
this one, yeah, we have also the try move itself, yeah, just like I mentioned in the previous. We will have the post variable to contain the substitute at and the angle, yeah, of this one, what the degrees of angle of it. And we also have algorithm for handling movement. Yeah. So we will try to setting the movement. Yeah. We move to the right, to the left, and so on. So we will try to go and code the algorithm for this one. And then for algorithm for handling the movement, so the possible situation for this one. So if the block in front of us is empty, so we need to move to the top block in the cell, and we may fall down. And otherwise, block in front of us is
The
occupied,
block
but
in front of us is occupied. There's only one of them.
yes, there is only one of them. So we increase the coordinate on the z-axis to it. And but if the block in front of us is occupied, but there are lots of them, so basically the key is this one, eh? Only one, and there's a lot of them, so we do nothing and remain in the place. So we need to check when we have only one of them, it means only one, so we can increase the coordinates on the z-axis and move. But when we have there are a lot of them, so we will do nothing and we will still in the place here for this one. Okay, so the key is one. Okay. And then so now for algorithm for handling the movement, so as you can see, so the decisioning is the cell in the front of player is empty. If so, we will try to identify the top block. We will try to go for the top block itself. And then, but if it's not empty, so we will try to increase the coordinate, yeah, for the cell that are looking
now.
Yeah, looking z-axis, and then it will go here. We'll check again. Is the cell in the front of the player empty? Yes, if it's empty, so we can just move to it here. But if not, yeah, it will reversing and it will check again for the coordinates, yeah, and also the cell. Now for algorithm for handling the movement, so we need two new methods for this one. So we have the SMT, which to determine whether the block in the front of us is occupied. We also have a new method again, named find highest empty, to find the top empty block. And this method works with the map So we will try to add them to the map manager class. So basically we will add this one to be inside the map manager class on these lessons.
Okay.
And then for this empty method, so we have the function, the self empty parameter, we have the post. It will try to finding the block post, and if blocks, it will return the false, but else, which is no blocks, it will return the true. And then it will go again for this function.
Is empty is
Yes.
Is empty is like if the block in front of the players is empty.
Yes, it's empty. It will check. It will check. It's not exactly empty.
Find
but
block's position.
Yeah,
If
it
block
will
return
check.
false, else return true.
Yeah, it will check. This a block, or maybe we have a block or not. If we have this, we will try to returning as true. If we have, but if not, we just try to reverse it. It will check there's a block or not. Okay.
Okay.
And then for the text in the Pada 3D, so any objects in the Pada 3D can be assigned a tag and a special property containing a short string. And a single object can have multiple such tags. And we can also search for objects by using the text itself. So we have the set tag 1 as the value. So what does it does? So we have the set text 1 for the model objects with the value name value for this one. And then we also have the variable name model as always. So basically what's the purpose? So we have the model find all matches. So it will try to matches by using the tag 1 and then also combined by value. So it will find all the nodes whose value for the specified tag matches the specified value. And we will try to write them to the model list itself. And then now for the find block method, so basically we have the add block. For this one, it will adding the block, and then we have also the add find block. So for finding all matches, it will go here sub.len, find all matches. It will go for this add plus string post, which is the coordinate, which is for finding the coordinates. Okay.
Wait. Okay, let me read. Okay. Add block. Also, we will add the block.
Yeah, it's for adding the block.
And then add this the coordinates. Okay.
Yes, add the coordinate. What coordinate that we add? Maybe on this XYZ. So which the locations of coordinates that we add the block. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so now for the find height empty method, so basically we have the dispose anyway. We have XYZ, and then we set the Z for 1 equal to 1 for the very first conditions. It will go while loop, while cell XYZ is not empty. When it's not empty, it will go here. Z equal Z plus 1. So basically it will increasing the Z. It will be Z will be 1, Z will be maybe 2, and so on. It will increasing. And then it will, if it's empty, it will returning XYZ if it's not empty anymore for the XYZ. Okay. But if it's empty, if it's empty, it will returning. But when it's not empty, it will go for this Z. So basically the Z will be increasing by using the incremental. This one, Z plus 1. Okay.
Z plus 1.
Yeah. So basically it will be Z 1 plus 1 will be 2. And then the next Z will be 2 plus 1, which is 3. And so on, 4, 5, and so on.
Okay, that is for going up?
Yes, it will going up for the Z itself.
Oh, not empty. Okay.
Yeah.
But if it's empty, then return XYZ.
Yeah, if it's empty, it will return the XYZ. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now for the try move method, so basically we have the function for try move, and then we set the self.look at angle for this one, and it will check the positions. If the positions with the coordinates post is empty, when it's empty, it will set the post itself. We set the coordinates of the topmost occupied block in front of the player, and then we also will try to move the player to the post coordinate. And otherwise, which is the else, we will setting the post by using the index post 1, post 0, post 1, and post 2. We plus it by 1. We will try to look at the positions for the 1 block higher on the z-axis. And if the positions with the coordinate post is empty, when it's empty, it will moving the player to the post coordinate. Yeah, so basically there's like
if the position of the coordinate post is empty, pause the game.
Okay, sorry.
Pause.
Yes, post
Pause
is
is
the
the
index.
is the
Index, as you
index.
can
Yes,
see,
yes.
it's using the box bracket. That means we will try to go for the index. So basically, what is it? So basically, it will post 0. That means maybe we have the XYZ. Maybe it's 5, 7, and 2. So post 0, that means it will be slightly 5. Post 1, that means it will be 7. And post 2 will be 2. It's just like
Okay.
just like the sequence of the coordinates. Yeah. And it's just like the Python standard. So basically, Python is starting from the 0 for looking for the index. You look at the questions for the one block higher on the z-axis for this one. And then for this one, yeah.
Because oh, okay, okay, okay.
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 Okay. So
If the
basically,
position of the coordinate post is empty,
yeah,
move move the player to the post coordinate.
yeah,
Also,
it's
so
post.
like
Yeah.
so like the post is not empty.
Yeah. Basically, it will find the highest empty on this post, which is the XYZ coordinates, and it will try to move the player to the post coordinate. Yeah. So basically, it will try to moving to this coordinate, which is XYZ. Maybe it will be 111, maybe 010, or maybe whatever. But otherwise, when we don't find the highest empty, it will go for this coordinate, which is the post 0. That means maybe it's 5, like I mentioned before, it's 7, it's 2, and then combining it by 1. Okay, so the z will be 2 plus 1. And then that
Three.
means the positions, yeah,
And
will be
then
3, which is
we and
the
then and
block
then
will
the player
higher.
will go up
Yeah,
by
yeah,
one block. Okay, okay.
yes, 1 by 1 block.
Okay, so this is two different methods of trying to find the empty post coordinate. Okay, okay.
Yes. Okay, let's go again. So if the position with the coordinate post is empty, so it will try to move the player to the post coordinate itself. And as you can see, yeah, so we go for this empty post for checking the empty post itself. And then we will try to go for moving player to the post coordinate by using this one. And we will try to look at the positions for the one block higher on the z axis for this one. Yeah, and then just go for the sub hero, set post, and then post itself for this. Next. Okay, so that's it for the first presentations.
Mm.
Any questions before we go for the Minecraft
No,
task?
okay. May I have a
Okay.
break for 5 minutes
Oh, okay,
because
okay.
I am
Okay,
very
Ken.
tired.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Just 5 minutes, yeah, maybe until
Yes.
0:57, I think. Or maybe
Yes.
0:55, I think, yeah. You can drink for a while.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Hello, Keanu. Okay, let's go. We continue the class, Keanu. Have you finished? Hello, Keanu.
Oke, yang bisa bisa.
Okay, let's go. We continue our today's lesson, yeah.
Oke, wait.
Okay, please open your Visual Studio Code. So we'll try to continue our today's lesson. Hmm. Okay, don't forget to open.
Oke,
Okay. So anyway, for this, you have the finish anyway for module 5 and lesson 3. And you go back for module 5 and lesson 3 first. So basically, there's a book here that you need to maybe just for a slide a bit, just finish. I think just for check because it's also matters for this one. Okay, you can
oke,
just
wait.
click next.
Ah,
I mean, finish all of that on the
oke,
module 5 and lesson 3. Yeah, you can try to check module 5 and lesson 3. Just yeah, you can just next if you want to check. So basically that's our main topic for today, yeah, and also the documentations. So why I'm supposed you to check that? Maybe can you check again for documentations for the lesson 3? So basically it's on here. We have the documentations for this theoretical aspect. So you
Oh,
can check again if you want to review about our 2 days material, about our 2 days lesson and so on. So you can check that one, Keanu. And also maybe for the last document, can you check on that?
oke. Fire movement.
Okay. Yes. And also the module 5 and lesson 4, don't forget. So that's part of our topic. You can check. And before we go for finish our 2 days lessons. Module
Oke,
5.
wait. Which one, Mister?
Module 5 and lesson 4. Module 5 and lesson 4. Okay, you can check what task. So that's part of our 2 days task, yeah, as you can see. So we will try to finish our 2 days task. Maybe you can check for the second document. So we will go for making our movement, our 2 days lessons. Yeah. So we will check and make our movement. And yeah, have finished with the documentations also. If you have finished, we can just go back to the module 5 and lesson 2. So basically, it's part of module 5 and lesson 2 on the PSG, yeah. PSG my Minecraft. So here we will
Oke,
try to
sir.
continue. We just wait for this. So eight, this one, the others. You need to wait for it.
Um,
It's kind of, it's kind of take time yeah, for this one to load. Okay, as you can
oke.
see. Okay, so basically what we have doing in the previous lesson. So,
What? Mine cannot load, Mister.
sorry. Yeah, the Minecraft number 3.
Mine cannot load.
Just wait. It's kind of take time yeah, to load. Maybe just wait. Maybe it's less than 1 minute. I already opened for the code anyway. If you open that,
It's still it's still it's load. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
can you open?
Yes, I
Okay,
can
I
open
think you
it.
can open it. Okay, can you
Is
run
it
this
no?
one, Keanu? Game the Pie? Can you run it? Okay, so it's
It's
something
basically like
that
this.
we've learned
Yes.
in the previous lesson there. So we already loading the map. Yeah. We successfully loading the map for 2 days lesson. And what we will do for today, so we will try to go for making a movement for this one. So how to perform this? Okay, so what we will doing on here, we will try to continue our to this lesson. So we will try to change our game.py slightly a bit. So we will add something to this one. Okay, maybe you can see my screen. So previous of this, as you can see, we are adding the direct show base. For the show base, it's still the same, the map manager, and then we also importing the hero for this one. But for today, for it, so what we need to add, so we will adding something here, which is on the self dot hero for this one. Okay, so how to perform this? You can just follow me, Keanu. At this one, so we will set the x comma y. That means the positioning for x and y coordinates equal. We will try to load this. Okay, so we will set this here on here. We set the subnet len.
So we will load len.
Yeah, we set the subnet len inside the x and also y. And then don't forget to set the subnet hero. Subnet hero equal to. So what we are setting, we set this one. Yeah? We calling the name of it.
Okay, wait.
Okay, and then yeah, we need to calling the file, which is the hero itself. And then inside this, what we need to add, we need to add this calculations. You will know after this, yeah. Okay, I will copy on the Zoom chat. So make the
what is
subnet
that,
hero.
Mister?
Yeah. So basically, it's about the coordinates of the location. So as you can see, we divide it by 2 by using the double slice. That means it will be integer. Yeah, we will check, and we can also adjust it. But for now, let's go just add this one after the hero, because we need to conduct, and also we need to code some of the program. Yeah, not only the game.py.
And what is the double slash, Mister?
Double slice
The
is
double slash.
for dividing that by using integer. If you use only single slash, it will be decimal. The output will be decimal. So how to make it integer? We are using double slash. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good. And then if you finish,
Actually, what? I wasn't really paying attention. Okay, wait. What?
okay, we are using the x double slash 2, comma y double slash 2, and then comma 2. 2, that means it's the decimal point, I think, yeah. For the decimal locations of this.
And the double slash is the decimal point.
The double slash, that means for making integer. When we like this, maybe when we have 10 divided by 2, it will not be 10, but it will be 10.0 when we only have using the single slash. But when we go for double slash, it will be 10. Okay, see the difference?
If it's triple slash.
Triple slash, it will be integer. It will make sure that our output is integer. Okay? Okay, after we finish this, let's go, we move to the map manager itself.
Map manager, yes.
Okay, so we go for the map manager for loading the map. Just a little bit. As you can see, we have the definite, we have the texture, the block PNG on it. Still the same, we have the start new for adding the block and so on. Also the start new itself for rendering this. Start the land, render, for rendering the land, get the color for the get color itself. It's still the same. And then the add block itself for rendering the block. You have the loader, load model, and so on, still the same. The clear, still the same, just like the previous lessons for resetting the map, yeah, for this clear. And then for the load land, it's for loading the land for the map. So it will make our file. We will try to opening the file name as a file. So basically, it will opening the file, yeah, for the text file, which is what we have. We have the len2 and len3. And we set the y equal to 0 and line in the file. It will go for the looping. we set the x, which is the counter for 0, and it will splitting it by using the delimiter, this one, space delimiter, and it will check for z inline, for 0 in range, and blah blah blah. It will just returning the x plus 1. It will increasing the x and also the y.
But file name is file,
just
and
like
then
this
y
one.
equals 0, and then for line in file, x equals 0, and then line is split using space.
Yeah.
The else is 0, meaning that the coordinates are 0.
The else is 0. What is
Yes.
that? Else is 0. We don't have any else, I think, for this one.
The x is 0.
Oh, the x. Yes, the x is 0. That means the counter. That means the first value. The first value before we increasing it.
And the y equals 0?
That's same. Basically, it will be
Okay.
increased by 1.
Okay.
Okay.
It always increases by 1. Okay.
Yeah. And after that, okay, it's kind of very long code, yeah. So we will try to type something that maybe not too long. Okay, so what we will add here, so we need to type the def. We have the another def anyway. We set the def function for this one, make sure it's in the same line. And to make sure it can, maybe we can also doing this. You can Control A and then sorry. Okay, wait. Where's the web manager? Okay, Control A and then Shift Tab. Tab, Control Z. Make sure it's on this line and then hit it again, the def only, and then hit the tab. So now it will be more proper. Okay, on the map manager, just doing that. And after that, what we will try to do for now, we will make something. Yeah, we will make another function name def
Name the
for
load.
find blocks. Yeah, find blocks.
Oh,
For
the
finding
find the
blocks.
box, yeah, for the post coordinate.
Yeah, we set the pose. So we can set this for the find block, so it will returning the selected line, and then it will find all matches. It will find all matches, the possible matches on here. We will set the add equal to add, don't forget, and then plus, it means we will try to concat. Make sure the post is converted to be string. So we are using the string post. Okay.
Okay, so the string post, so it's in string.
Yeah. So make sure the post, because post is not
Also,
string.
why does the add have an equals?
The location.
Oh, add. Oh, equals add. Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, we need to conduct also one more function, I think, before
It is
we
empty.
try
Oh,
to
to
copy.
find out if it's empty. Okay.
Yeah, it's empty. It's empty. We have also the serve post again. What we need to do is we will try to creating a variable name blocks, set the self dot find blocks, okay, which the previous variable. We set the post, the locations of the coordinates.
What is self against me? Self again, Miss.
Okay, self again. Okay, so basically self is part of this one, the default functions. That means likely
Okay.
we calling that functions. We are using self. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And we set the if block, it will returning the false. It will returning the true. Okay. And then maybe I will try to type one more functions here before we copy, because we have so many functions that we need to type on here. So I think I will type just a little bit so you will know what is it. So now we will try to find highest empty for a function.
Unhighest empty for
Yes.
well, isn't the max? Oh, isn't the max one?
Yes, the next one for finding the empty.
No, no, the maximum is one for the plus coordinate.
Yeah, the counter. I mean the counter. That means the locations for this is one. Yes, the starting counter. So basically, it will be XYZ equal to post. So basically, it will extracting the XYZ post value. And then it will go for Z equal to one for this one. And then it will go for while loop ya. Note that is empty. Is empty. Okay. Okay, sorry. Self dot is empty. Okay, this one. So it will calling the X, Y, and then Z coordinates. And then it will also increasing the Z by one. Yeah. Incrementing the Z by one. Don't forget to also returning this. Turn the X,
Yes.
Y, and then Z. Oh, don't forget this one, the column. Okay,
Okay, wait, Mister, I want to open it first.
okay, let's go. You can type that. If you finish.
Okay, Mister London.
Okay, after we doing this, okay, I will just copy this because it's kind of long code, yeah, because we only have likely 17 minutes for conducting this. So you can copy this one. I will send you in the chat Zoom. Okay, I will send in the Zoom chat. Okay, you can copy that and paste on the last yeah, after we setting the find highest empty, and then you will find the red on here because it's not
Can
in
I
the
see the
same
file highest
identification.
empty, Mister?
Sorry,
Can I
this
see the
one.
file? Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, like this. I already finished. So
Can
we
the
have also
XYZ just be turned into post, Mister, for
yes,
the is
yes,
empty?
yes. It will um it will using the post value because the post itself have three value anyway. You know, it have X, Y, and then Z for the X for the post itself. Okay, and after that you can just copy the build block, the del block, and so on.
Okay, wait, I'm not done yet, Mister.
It's for the building block anyway for functions. We set also the post. It will finding for the new highest empty and it will check for the new one. And now for this del block, it's for deleting the block anyway. For deleting the block that we will try to delete. And this one for delete block from, it will setting the deleting the block itself. Yeah. And also don't forget to subtract it by using the one. So Z, subtract the Z by one, like this. For the rest, you can only just copy again here because we will after this we will try to go for the hero. That means we still have we need a time to conduct for this.
Okay, then.
Then have you copied it?
Yes, I've copied it. Yes, Mister.
Okay, so after this, let's go. We go for the hero.py. Okay, so on here, okay, it's kind of long anyway. Yeah. We have the 199 code, yeah, line code on here. It's kind of long
Yes.
for making this. So make sure that we are using, you can using the collab for this one because like I said before, it's kind of long for this one. So you can copy on the collab if you can check on the module 5 and lesson 4 for finishing this. So, but basically on here, what we are doing, so we trying to moving ya. So basically in the hero.py, it's how we able to move the character piano. So what inside here, as you can see, we have the switch camera key, we have the C, Z, and so on. You can also change this one if you want. Yeah. Maybe you want to change the camera mode to be O or maybe P and so on. You can just change this to be P and so on. Yeah. That's for changing the key for handling this. And also forward,
Okay.
backward, left, and so on. It also have the class hero for this one. We set the load model for Smiley. So basically it will calling the Smiley for the loading the model for this one. And then yeah, set the color, camera bind, camera up, change the view for turning left, turning right. For we are looking at, we just move to and check the directory, which means the position of the angle. As you can see, if angle greater than or maybe equal to 0, it will doing something just like this. And if it's less than 65, it will like doing like this and so on. Yeah, it's kind of long in a way. Also for moving the forward, backward, left, right, and so on. And also for change the mode and try move. Yeah. Okay, maybe yeah, it's likely this one for moving up, down, build, for destroying something, and also for accept events, for accepting the events, for moving our characters to the left, right, and so on.
Okay.
Okay, maybe for this we can only just copy on the collab. You can check on the collab and just paste this one because it's kind
Which
of
collab, Mister?
long
Wait.
on the module 5 and lesson 4. Yeah, 5 and lesson 4. For that, let's
Oh
go. I
wait,
will.
can you send the link, Mister? I think I have the wrong collab.
Okay, I've sent you the link on the Zoom chat.
Okay. Moving for lesson what, Mister?
Group 5 and lesson 4.
Mister, can we do this a bit quicker since I need to pray and eat,
Oh yeah, yeah, that's okay. Module 5 and lesson 4 can.
and then just copy it the entire
Yeah,
thing,
just copy the hero.py because
and
it's
then
kind
and
of,
then
and then
and then
just try
replace it,
to, yeah,
and yes. Okay, wait. Wow. Okay. Karen.
okay. So now let's go. You can try your running the code yeah, on the game.mod.py. On the game.py anyway, you can run this on the game.py because that's likely a lobby for running this. Can you move? Okay, so we can move here, Kenu, by using the, can you see that? We can move by using the WNSD, right?
Okay.
Okay, we can move. And also, if you want to check some key that may be able to use, you can also just check on the hero code. Okay, as you can see, that's how we can able to do something. We can use the W, and we can also switch the camera. Maybe as you can see, we go for the C and maybe the Z for checking the camera is
Okay.
gone or
Okay.
not. We can also turn left to raising N. It's for changing the camera itself. Yeah, you can just click the N and M, and for this try we can click the V button. But maybe for some key, maybe it's not. Okay, wait, I will change this. Step up. And if you want, you can also try to do something for this one. Yeah, you can just change maybe the angle or maybe and so on. Just using this key. We can also. Can you perform the build and destroy?
What is the build and destroy key?
We
Okay.
can use the B and also P. Yeah, B for build and P for destroy.
What?
B for build the block and P for destroying the block. Okay, can you open that?
I cannot destroy the block, sir.
You still cannot destroy the block. Okay, that's okay. If you cannot, in the next lessons, we will try to follow this because we
Okay,
still
sir.
have another lessons yeah, for conducting this. But what we have doing for now, so we now able to move our character right. We can move the angle, we can change the camera perspective, we can move up, move down. We can also, as you can see, when you change the camera to be maybe another view, you're using the C, you will see the ball, right? Can you see the ball?
What?
The smiley ball. You can try this again. Can you click the game.py and try to run this game.py, not hero, game.py. Try to run this, and then after that, just click the C. C is for changing the camera view, and then try to move using WASD. Move
Wait,
by using W.
I cannot run, sir. Wait. What?
You will see the ball. Okay, no, anyway. Okay. Can you see the ball? Okay, maybe you can see my camera, but that's okay if you cannot. We will check on the next lessons, as you can see. So when I change my positions to BC, just like this, maybe I change the perspective to BC. Now I can move my character, which is my Libo.
Oh,
Ah, yeah, that one. Okay, that's our character anyway. Okay,
okay, sir.
okay, okay. Maybe we can go back, yeah, a little bit, yeah, to the presentations, just a slightly little bit.
Eh,
Okay. So maybe I will make it quick, yeah, for this. I just tell you a bit for this one. Okay, so for this one, it's for discussions, yeah, as you can see. So we already checking and also adding the movement for our character. We set the spectator and also main game mode by using the C key. So what's the difference? We have the spectator, yeah. So basically, it will look like this, and also the main game mode, basically what we are doing at the very first. And then when we click the C, it will change the spectator so we can see our ball, yeah, which is the smiley ball, right? And then yeah, you can also see the difference, yeah. We can also on the spectator, we can build and destroy the block in the front of the character. But on the main game mode, we can build and destroy the topmost block of the three blocks on the square in front of the player. So that's also the difference, yeah. Besides the view. Okay, so I think we are also already conducting this yeah for building blocks and also deleting the blocks and so on. So basically, it will finding for the blocks itself. It will check does the block is true or not. When it's set to be true, which is the self mode true, it will adding the self blended block. But if not, it will go for self blended building block yeah. So basically, it will finding for the angle and find out the coordinates for where the block should be built for this one. And now for this one and for
okay.
the hero, we have the build itself. We set this, I think it's for the next also yeah. We set the angle for this module 3060. We set also the look angle and the self mode itself. We set plan for adding the block. And also, if not, we are not adding the block, we will try to building the block. And also, we have also the destroyer for deleting the block itself. So what the blocks that we need to delete, we can use the deleting blocks for this one.
Okay.
And for the flow, for the deleting blocks, it just look like this, yeah. So it will find out the angle which the player is logging in and find out the coordinates for where the block should be built, and that's it. Yeah. Try to move. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So basically, yeah, we still have a lot of presentations, but I will share to you because the time also, yeah, because we already finished anyway. So maybe in the next channel, we will try to continue working on the projects, and also we will learn how to save the maps in the game. So basically, what the game that we have created for today. So we will try to save the game, yeah. So it's not only will disappear, okay, your game and also your save movement when it's likely when you build something on that, maybe you create the block, you create the house, or maybe so on, it will be saved in the next lessons. Okay, I will also share this link to you. You can also check maybe, yeah, for the next slide. Yeah. But I think we already conducted and also cover all of it. Before we finish, any questions, Keanu?
No questions. So,
No questions. Can you turn on your camera for a while?
yes, okay.
Okay, so for today, Keanu, so we just learned about how do we set the game modes, yeah, for today's lessons. The main game mode, we go for the spectator mode and also main game mode. We also learn how to we make our character move, yeah, which is the smiley ball. So we can see the spectator and also the main mode. We able to move the character. We can go up and go down just like we are doing in the these today's lessons. Maybe before we go, Kenu, maybe from you, can you share your experience and also your knowledge about today's lessons, what you
Yes,
learned for today?
we learn about the move, the up and down movement, and then how it can be programmed using the post coordinates, and then seeing and the process of like finding the blocks and then look and then determining if it's empty or not.
Yes, it called empty outlook. And also we also move the character by using the another camera perspective. Yeah, we have the spectator, and also we have the main game mode again for moving the character and also try to adding, destroying, and also maybe adding the block. That's it. Okay,
Okay.
maybe that's it, Kenny. Yeah, thank you so much for joining today's lessons. Hopefully, it will be good for you, and also you have a good knowledge for today's lessons. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me, Kenny. Maybe that's it. Thank you so much, and see you in the next lesson, Kenny. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.